ever wondered just how pivotal hand protection is in the workplace? Imagine a world where every day, thousands of individuals suffer from hand-related injuries that could have been easily prevented. This isn't some dystopian future, it's the reality for many industries today. Without proper hand protection, workers are exposed to a myriad of hazards that could result in severe or even permanent injuries. Every year, thousands of workplace accidents occur due to inadequate hand protection, causing not just physical harm, but also emotional distress and financial burdens. These incidents range from minor cuts and bruises to more serious injuries like fractures, burns, and even amputations. But here's the kicker. A large majority of these accidents could be prevented with the proper use of hand protection. Hand protection is not just about putting on a pair of gloves. It's about understanding the risks associated with different tasks and choosing the right type of protection for each job. It's about protecting the hands, which are one of the most complex and essential parts of the human body. Our hands allow us to perform a wide range of tasks, from the most delicate to the most strenuous, and they deserve to be protected. Now you might be thinking, surely there are regulations in place to prevent such accidents? And you'd be right. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, has set forth specific requirements for hand protection in the workplace. These requirements are designed to ensure that workers are provided with adequate protection against the various hazards they may encounter on the job. However, it's important to remember that these regulations are not just guidelines to be checked off a list. They're put in place to protect workers and ensure their safety. After all, every worker has the right to a safe and healthy workplace. So let's not underestimate the power of hand protection. It's a simple yet effective way to prevent injuries, safeguard workers, and promote a culture of safety in the workplace. Remember, hand protection isn't just about compliance. It's about ensuring everyone gets home safely at the end of the day. So, what types of hand protection are available, and when should each be used? Well, let's dive right in. Our hands are incredibly complex and sensitive parts of our bodies, so it stands to reason that there are various types of hand protection to safeguard them. The most common form of hand protection is, of course, gloves. But not all gloves are created equal. They come in a variety of materials, each designed for specific tasks and hazards. Leather gloves, for instance, are perfect for jobs involving handling rough materials. They offer excellent resistance to cuts and punctures. But if you're working with chemicals, a pair of rubber or latex gloves would be a more suitable choice. These gloves are specifically designed to resist chemical penetration, keeping your hands safe and dry. Then we have cut-resistant fabric gloves. These are made from materials like Kevlar or Dyneema and are perfect for jobs where sharp objects are a constant threat. They can protect your hands from cuts and lacerations without sacrificing dexterity. Finger guards are another type of hand protection. As the name suggests, they only cover the fingers and are ideal for tasks that require a high degree of finger dexterity, but where the fingers are exposed to potential harm. Hand pads, on the other hand, are designed to protect the palm area. They are often used in industries where workers are required to handle hot or abrasive materials. Now, it's important to note that these are just a few examples. There's a vast array of hand protection types out there, all designed with specific hazards and tasks in mind. Some gloves even combine materials to offer multi-hazard protection. And remember, it's not just about choosing the right type of hand protection, but also ensuring it fits well and is comfortable. A glove that's too tight or too loose can actually increase the risk of injury. So it's clear that the world of hand protection is vast and varied, but don't let this overwhelm you. With a clear understanding of the tasks at hand and the potential hazards, you'll be well equipped to make the right choice. Choosing the right type of hand protection is crucial to ensuring safety and productivity in the workplace. But knowing the types of hand protection isn't enough, is it? How should they be used and cared for? That's an excellent question, and the answer is crucial to your safety. Hand protection, like any other safety equipment, needs to be used correctly and maintained well to function optimally. Let's start with the basics. When it comes to using hand protection, it's imperative to choose the right glove for the task at hand. This will ensure that your glove provides the necessary protection against the specific hazards you'll encounter. Remember, a glove that's perfect for handling sharp objects may not be suitable for dealing with chemicals. Now, onto the care part. Regular inspection of your hand protection is a must. Look for any signs of wear and tear, such as cuts, punctures, or abrasions. Also, check for any stiffness, discoloration, or changes in texture. These could be signs that the glove has been compromised, and it might not provide the protection you need. Another aspect of care is proper storage. After each use, clean your gloves as per the manufacturer's instructions. Let them dry thoroughly and store them in a cool, dry place. Avoid direct sunlight or heat sources as they can degrade certain materials. Lastly, know when to replace your hand protection. Gloves aren't meant to last forever. Their lifespan depends on the frequency and nature of use, among other factors. If you notice any signs of degradation or if the gloves no longer fit properly, it's time for a new pair. Don't risk your safety by holding on to a compromised glove. It's also worth mentioning that cleaning and maintenance procedures can vary depending on the type of glove and its material. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions to ensure you're taking the best care of your hand protection. Proper use and care of your hand protection not only extends its life, but also ensures it provides maximum protection. Remember, safety is in your hands, quite literally. So let's make sure we're doing everything we can to keep those hands safe and sound. Training is the key to safety, but what does hand protection training involve? It's a question worth exploring. Hand protection training is a comprehensive program that covers several key aspects, ensuring that everyone understands the importance of safeguarding their hands and the correct ways to do so. The first step in this training is understanding the hazards. Workers need to be aware of the potential dangers in their work environment that could harm their hands. This could range from sharp objects to extreme temperatures to harmful chemicals. Each hazard requires a different type of protection, which brings us to the next point of focus in the training: choosing the right protection. There's a vast array of hand protection types available, and each serves a specific purpose. Some gloves are designed to resist cuts and punctures, while others are made to withstand high temperatures or protect against chemical exposure. In the training, workers learn how to select the right protection based on the hazards they're likely to encounter in their specific job roles. Next up in the training comes the correct usage of hand protection. It's not enough to just wear the gloves, they must be worn correctly. This involves understanding when to wear them, how to put them on and take them off safely, and ensuring a proper fit. A glove that's too loose or too tight can be just as dangerous as not wearing one at all. Finally, the training covers the maintenance of hand protection. Workers learn how to inspect their gloves for wear and tear, when to replace them, and the proper ways to clean and store them. This ensures that the gloves remain effective and safe to use over time. Now, you might be wondering, is this training mandatory? The answer is yes. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, mandates hand protection training for all workers who are exposed to hand hazards. This is a clear testament to the importance of such training. With the right training, workers can confidently protect their hands and prevent accidents. So remember, safety starts with you, and it starts with proper hand protection training. So what should we remember about hand protection in the workplace? Well, there's a lot to keep in mind here. First and foremost, hand protection is paramount, regardless of your line of work. Whether you're an engineer, a construction worker, or a chef, your hands are your most valuable tools. And just like any other tool, they need proper care and protection to function at their best. We've discussed this in detail, and it's a point we can't stress enough. Next, we delved into the different types of hand protection available. From safety gloves to cut-resistant sleeves, there's a wide array of protective gear designed to suit different tasks and hazards. Remember, choosing the right protection is not a one-size-fits-all decision. It depends on your specific job, the materials you handle, and the risks involved. So always consider these factors when selecting your hand protection gear. We also emphasize the importance of proper use and care of hand protection. It's not enough to have the right gear. You also need to know how to use it correctly and maintain it in good condition. Improper use or neglect of hand protection can lead to injuries just as easily as not using any protection at all. So ensure you're not only wearing your gear, but also using and caring for it as recommended. And lastly, we talked about hand protection training. Training is key to ensuring everyone knows how to protect their hands effectively. It's not just about learning the do's and don'ts. It's about understanding the why behind each rule. When we understand why we need to do something, we're more likely to do it consistently and correctly. So, never underestimate the importance of training when it comes to hand protection. In conclusion, hand protection is a multifaceted aspect of workplace safety that combines the right gear, proper use and maintenance, and robust training. It's a shared responsibility that all of us need to take seriously, regardless of our roles. Hand protection is a critical component of workplace safety. Let's each do our part to ensure everyone's hands stay safe and sound.